Whatever you do in this life, never underestimate God's love for you. And never underestimate the love that people have for you. See, it is so easy for us to take the focus off of the love people have for us and focus on those one or two individuals that may have these problems with us, problems they don't even know why they have with us, but they don't like us or they have an issue with us or whatever it be. Sometimes we push to the side the people that truly, truly love us, and we put our focus on the negativity. And that is the way the enemy would love for us to see things. Focus on the negativity, so we are always feeling like nobody cares for us, nobody loves us, nobody thinks of us or whatever. The enemy would love for us to be there, but never underestimate the love that God has for you, nor the love that people have for you. So you may be wondering, where am I going with this topic, right? So this really is not a topic that I really had planned out, but today is Easter Sunday. It is Resurrection Sunday, April 9th, 2023. And today has been a beautiful day in so many ways. So where I'm going in this video is a result of how this day has been for me. I attended 2 churches today. So I started out in church in West Palm Beach, where my sister is a pastor. And every time I'm at that congregation, it's nothing but love. People entreat me like they've always entreated me. I have a lot of family members at this particular location. So it's always love there or whatever. I always feel welcome. I always feel like I'm a part. That's the norm there. But then I went to a second service, right? And let me say that I did not know what I was going to feel like, because I have not been to this particular location in over 8 years. And if you truly know me and you've had any discussion with me about where I'm going in this video, if you've had a discussion with me, you know that this particular thing that I'm about to say or topic is very near and dear to my heart. It is a very touchy subject. Sometimes those of you who have talked to me have even seen me shed a tear or two because it is so close to my heart. So just the fact that I'm smiling and I'm even doing a video about how today went is like really monumental. I was going to one of my close friends' vow renewal, but it was after their morning service. So I walked in right after their service is over, and then the vow renewal started. But when I got there, I was greeted and embraced with so much love. When I tell you, I felt so welcomed. I felt that no love was lost, or I just felt it was, when I tell you, I probably hugged almost everybody in that church because they were like so excited to see me. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. And it just was so heartwarming to where I sat there like, this feels like old times when it was nothing but love flowing. I was like, I just feel like so at home, which it made me start reflecting like, this is how it should always feel no matter where you go. It was like one person after the next, just hugging and greeting, and you just felt, well, not y'all, because y'all probably didn't feel all of what I was feeling, but I felt so much love, and just, it was so peaceful. And it was, like I said, it was one person after the next hugging. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I had people pull me to the side and say, I have been asking different ones about you. I've been watching your YouTube stuff. Whatever you do, please don't stop recording because I watch. It helps me. Please keep going. Whatever you got to do, keep pushing, keep doing it, because there are people that are listening, people that are being encouraged by it. And that took me to somewhere else where I think God was reminding me of the saying that there are more with you than against you. And this goes back to, sometimes we underestimate the love that people have for us because the enemy has us focus in and we're trying to figure out, well, why does this one person have an issue with me? Why does this one person treat me crazy? Why does this one person seek to, I guess, shine a negative light on on me? Why is this person, or it could be more than one, it could be several, but why do they attempt to always make me look bad? Why is that? And sometimes we focus on that and we give so much energy to that, to where we are Xing out the fact that, okay, that's a few, but there are so many others that are with you, that are in your corner, that is praying for you, that is rooting for you, that is your encouragement, that is your strength. But we don't see them for who they are, because our minds are stuck on what these little people are doing, or these people who have it set to make us look bad, because the enemy would love for us to put our energy there and not embrace the love that God is trying to show us through his people. And with every person that came and said something to me, or even the ones I went over to, and, once we made eye contact and spoke and I hugged them, it's like I kept hearing this: there are more that is with you than is against you. The people that you think is not in your corner or not supporting you are the very ones that is supporting you. Take your focus off of the ones that don't. Embrace and wholeheartedly embrace those that are supporting, those that love you, those that don't mind showing you that they love you and that they're rooting for you and they're pushing and praying that you just keep on going. Take your focus off of what other people are doing and how they're trying to kill your character or whatever, because when you look at it, they really cannot do more than what they're doing. That's a small thing to God, because God is so much bigger than that. But we got to take our focus off of the negativity and whatever people are trying to do behind your back that's negative. Take your focus off of that. Look at the people that God has placed in your life to love you and even trying to love you through. Sometimes the people who have issues with us, they really don't know what their real issue is with us. And it could be something so minor, so minute, but I take it as people that don't really have a real issue with you. Anything that you do, it could be positive. You could be winning the whole world. If it's you that's doing it and that irritates them, then they are going to find a reason not to be a supporter or somebody that's always out to cast this dark light or shadow over you, or get people to, or try to get people to see you in a negative way. But that's irrelevant. I think sometimes they have to stop and ask themselves, what problem do I have with this person? What did this person do to me? Because if they haven't truly done anything to you, then what is the real issue? Why is it that you're on this campaign to make sure that people see another person in this dark light? It really makes no sense. But this whole video is really for anybody that I saw, I dealt with, or I hugged on April 9th, 2023. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart how much that did for me, how much that lifted my head, my spirits, whatever. It made me feel so loved today. And it just reminded me again that there is more with me than is against me. And your love, I tell you, it just warmed my heart today. And it just made me feel like old times, like I went and sat in church and felt right at home, like no funny, nothing, no unwelcoming, no nothing. I felt right at home. And that's how it should be for anybody that walks into any church. So many times we have dealt with people based on the opinions of other people, or we've let the darkness in other people get in us, and then we find ourselves dealing with people based on what others have told us about those people. And when we dig deep inside, we really don't have no reason why we should be treating those people any other way outside of God. We should be showing them love, drawing them with love and kindness and all of that. When we start dealing with people and treating people based on what others or how others treat them, then we start to get ourselves in trouble with God, because we personally don't have a reason why we should be treating someone ungodly. And when I say ungodly, when we make them feel unwelcome, or just out of place and whatever. When a person enters a church, they should feel all type of love when they enter that church. But when we go out of our way to make people feel unwelcome, or we corner people off and tell them, hey, don't deal with this person or don't deal with that. And then these people need to start asking you, why am I not to deal with these people? What did they do? Because they really didn't do anything to me, but why am I not supposed to deal with them? That's crazy. That is really crazy. And that should not be named among us in the body of Christ. When people come to your church, they are wanting to see that love that is talked about in the Bible. They are wanting to feel that. They are wanting to experience that. They are not wanting to come and feel like an outcast, or maybe I shouldn't have came to this church. Or they're not wanting to feel that. They're wanting to feel like they are a part. If you entreat people any other way other than godly, then you should examine that, especially if we're in church and we're Christians or whatever. We should be treating everybody with love and kindness. And if we cannot treat everybody the same way that enters church or enters our church, then we have to stop and examine, why can't I be loving and kind to everybody that enters this church? Nobody should leave feeling any other feeling other than, I went there today, I heard the truth, and I felt the love from the people. When we can't do that, we have to examine what's really in us. It may not be the other person. It may be what's really in us that prevents us from doing that. Maybe you are someone that has been in that place where someone entered your circle. It may not even necessarily be church, but someone entered your circle and you made them feel unwelcome, or that they were not a part. But especially if you were somebody in church, if somebody came to your church and you made them feel uncomfortable, you made them feel unwelcome, like you would rather they not be there, or you went out of your way to let them know that they were not part, then those people you really do owe an apology to. You really need to seek out those people and apologize for the way that you entreated them. And that is a test too, even from God, the way that we entreat his people, because we are to entreat his people the way that he entreats us, with love and kindness and unconditional love at that. Sometimes it may be hard for the unconditional part, but we can still love people, or at least just be kind to people. We don't have to always have this way about us and make sure they know that they're not wanted there. That's not right. Again, this really wasn't a topic that I was going to discuss or talk on today, but it's just really wanted to remind you, never underestimate the love that people truly have for you. When you are truly in the hearts of people, there is nothing, well, there should not be anything that should be able to move you out of people's heart. There should be nothing that could stop someone from loving you. When you are truly in the hearts of people, they just love you no matter what. You could be on the right side or the wrong side. They love you regardless, and there should be nothing that stops our love for people, and definitely nobody should be able to stop us from loving those people that we genuinely say that we love. If you truly love people, love them, pray for them, be there for them, be their strength. If they're truly in your heart, make sure they know and they feel the love from you. Ever tell you that I love you, or that I'm praying for you, or you're in my heart, you can trust and believe that nobody will be able to move you from that spot. It could be stuff that you do. And if you're truly in my heart, you're in my heart. I will do whatever I can do for you. I will be there for you, however I can be there for you. But my love for you will still remain the same. There is nothing you could do that will stop me from loving you. And that should be the testimony of everyone. I've been through a lot of things in life, and I still love people the same. And once I had to get through stuff, I still love them the same, because they genuinely were in my heart. What I learned today, or what I discovered today, I never knew that so many people cared. And you may be like, well, why wouldn't they care? With everything that went on, I never knew that so many people cared about me and how I was going to get through that season of divorce and all the stuff prior to that. I never knew how many people cared about me. And it was someone today. I've never really had a conversation with her. I've known her for many years, but she said something to me today. She said, I just kept asking different ones, how is she doing? Because I want to see her bounce back. I pray that she can bounce back. It just did something to my heart, and it just made me stand there and believe, like, I didn't realize so many people cared. And I know that may seem crazy to say, like, well, you don't feel like you're a person that people would care about. I really didn't know, especially in this. I did not know how many people cared. I didn't know so many cared, and it just blessed me that they cared, because it's so easy. Like, I put a post up a couple of weeks ago about when we make the saying out of sight, out of mind. We think that, just because I don't see a person or whatever, I don't think about them. But I've seen recently that that's not necessarily true. When you're in the hearts of people and people have a genuine love and respect for you, it doesn't matter if they haven't seen you in years. If you truly have a place in their heart, they care about what's going on with you because they love you. They want to see the best for you. They want to see, okay, they may be down in this season. They may have fallen, but I love this person so much. I want to see them rise again. I want to see them bounce back. I want to see them rise above this and be better than they were before. I did not know so many people care about me standing again. And it just, if anything came out of today, yes, I'm celebrating the vow renewal of my friends. I love it because I love when love wins. But even inside of that, I saw how much people love and care for me. But I just did not know that so many people cared about me and wanted to see me be okay. And better than okay. They wanted to see me better than I was before. And what they're seeing now and seeing God still moving. I haven't given up. I'm still pushing. God still is using my life. People are testifying of what they see God doing in my life. People have witnessed God in my life. It means the world to me that people can see that. And you care and you still love me. Y'all don't know how big of a statement was made to me today. And I appreciate it so much. If I don't get to come back to you one person at a time, I hope that everybody that I encountered today is able to see this video and know how much the love I felt from you today, how much it truly did do for me. When you truly love people, there is no reason why you should take sides in any situation. If you should take a side, let it be the side of righteousness. Look at the situation. Where is God in the situation? And let that be the side you take. Not you're in a situation, you say you love both parties or all the parties involved, but then when you look around, everybody see that, okay, you've taken a side and that's who you're supporting, and then you cut off the other person. That's not real love. There's never a reason why if we say we truly love people, that we should shun anybody. No reason why people should have to pick between who they are going to love. If you love people when they're together or if they're on one accord and now they should divide and go separate ways or have whatever, there's no reason why your love now should be felt just by one person. If you loved them before, then both people should still feel your love. You don't have to shun one person and love the other. No, you should still be able to love both the same. God's love is so amazing. And if you give way to it, it will overshadow you in such a way that you'll sit there and be like, wow, God, I really felt your love today. And he comes in certain ways to remind us. It may not always be through scripture. It may not always be through a message or a sermon. It could simply be through people and vessels that he uses to make sure you know that it is his love that you are feeling. Until next time, y'all be blessed.